Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our world. Welcome to Pico Explains. This is Audrey Elf here, along with
Welcome, everybody. It's Pico here, obviously. Thank you for watching our show.
Pico Elf.
Pico Elf here.
Look, you got to do the jingle, jingle.
There goes jiggle, 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 jiggle. All right, folks. Well, this is a request from a family member, and as you know, um, if there's a particular type of subject in mind that you would like us to do, you can either put it on the comment section or you can add it through our email at Pico Explains with a single S at gmail.com. The information is on the description box.
Yep.
So I got this message from my nephew, Rodney. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I was a big time gamer back in my day. Well, obviously, what I could see. So, I was a big time player of World of Warcraft.
Nerd.
Nerd. I'd be like, loser. Now, for the folks that don't know what that is,
I think we all do, but
but just in case for the ones that don't know, this is basically a multiplayer online game. In other words, it's just kind of like you run through that world and you do all kinds of stuff. And that was my big thing back in the day. Is I was a big Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII player on my PlayStation. You just sit there and you just kill stuff all day. You make stuff. You know what I mean? They call it grinding. In other words, you just run around and do all that all day. And I was a big fan of that. And Warcraft that's how that was. That's why I really enjoyed the game. So it came down to where after a while, I opened up what is called a guild, or it's kind of like a club, if you will. So where you recruit, or try to recruit as a bunch of people as you can into your little gang. If
it's
you will.
it's a nerd clique, guys.
It's a nerd clique. So
we'll all be nerds together. Yay!
Yeah, I'd be like, yay! So I was building that up, and after a little time, my family members started playing with me. Okay, now that consisted of my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews. They all got together and we all started playing. Now, in case you don't know about me, plain and simple, in a single word, the best way to describe me is I'm a narcissist. Okay.
At least he knows it and admits it.
Yeah, and I also happen to be an Aries, so that makes it even worse. So I've always been like that, gung ho, just controlling. You know what I mean? Audrey likes to call me the dictator.
Yep, Dictator Pico.
Dictator Pico when she gets mad at me and stuff, she'll call me that. So anyway, I've always been that way, just in my professional life and personal life.
World of Warcraft, gaming life, everything.
So anyway, I ran my guild in Warcraft like that. Okay. It was always just like getting the right strategically, the people in place that there need to be. Now, the way this game is played very quickly, it's just that you have an individual, which is called a tank. What that person does, that holds like, enemies or a main boss in place. Okay. While that tank is taking all the blows like a tank. Okay. They're taking all the blows. You got your healer. Okay, the one that keeps the group and your tank alive.
Okay.
And then you have your 3 DPS or damage dealers. While the tank is holding it, the damage dealers are taking it down.
Okay. Or attacking from the side.
Right. So that's how it works. However position you need to put it at, depending on the boss, strategies, blah, 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 stuff like that. Okay. So anyway, I was like super anal about that. I mean, I'd just be foaming at the mouth. You know what I mean? I would be on the headset, screeching and screaming at everybody. You know what I mean? Do this, tank, move over here. Blah, blah, blah. DPS, what's going on? Pick it up. It's gonna.
Look, he's getting all into it, just talking about it. He's like, do it.
And I'm just getting all wound up on it. I'm just like, seriously, folks? I'd just be like foaming at my mouth. And I'd just be like, you know what I mean? And I would just like take it to an extreme. I mean, it's just like. So anyway, my nephew's question was, hey, tell us the story about how we destroyed your guild. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, yeah, okay, I haven't done something like that. So sure, I'll try it. So it was just one of those things. It was just like I set everything accordingly. It's like, start grinding or start making this, start making these potions for this. It was like a job, guys. You know what I mean? I turned it into a job. And and then sometimes, they would get that way, but they would just like not pop up when they're supposed to, because I'm sure I probably irritated the shit out of them or something.
We have a life.
You know what
We're
I'm
only
saying?
nerdy part of the time, guys.
So I got really crazy into it and stuff like that. And finally, I started toning down a little bit. And then finally, towards the end, I just started playing they call it the PvP, or player versus player. It's like war scenario.
One-on-one.
One-on-one, or like in a gigantic group where you're just killing each other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So unfortunately, after I lost my sight, obviously I couldn't play it anymore. So, Audrey, do you want to say that? Do you want to talk about that one time when I was trying to get you into it?
I started playing it. I played it for like a good 2 months. I was trying to get into it, and he tells his brother's like, "Is she really playing?" I was so bad. Technology frustrates the hell out of me. And I was getting to where I was doing decent, and he had gone in the room, so I was playing on the computer, and my son comes over, and I'm like I got onto something where I was flying. I couldn't control where I was going. He's like, "Where are you trying to go?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's not letting me control it." I'm just flying through the air. He's like, "Where the hell are you, Mom?"
Yeah, because even before she was having her son help her, when I would sit there and she would tell me, I'd just start fidgeting.
He'd be like,
I'd just be like,
"No, go there.
No, you got to turn here. You got to turn here. No, you need to go straight. You need to go
I'm
straight."
I'm dying.
So I was getting all worked up and everything, and all just insane. So that's how I was during the gaming times in my life, and that's how I tried to drag her into it and everything. And she's not like, "Oh, she could join you all." She goes, "Screw this, I ain't doing it."
Yeah,
So she
that's
would
gonna
quit.
frustrate the hell out of me.
All right, folks. So this is another segment of the Random Ramblings.
Shout out to Rodney.
Shout out to my nephew Rodney for that. And as you know, any specific subjects of mine, just leave a comment or through our email. And again, like, share, comment. All that really helps us, guys. Please, on Facebook and YouTube. And other than that, be good to one another. Be good to your pets, and we'll see you again.
Bye, guys. Merry Christmas.